was always a thought of ours, and obviously when we found out, one, they're having a team, and two, they were drafting her, it was incredible. Just for everything to work out, and just her to come here and play in the city that I play in, and just to have some family here as well, is just a dream come true.
It used to be Brian Cushing, now it's Kealia Ohai's brother-in-law. How about that? Bam! Alongside Kika Toulouse, we're talking Houston-soccer. Welcome.
Thank you.
Your first time on television?
Yes, not playing soccer.
See?
Just talking.
Well, you know what? You got to plan for the future. This could be the first start right there. You guys getting used to Houston?
Yeah, a little bit. We just got here today, so.
Yeah. So you haven't really gotten used to this?
No.
Okay.
No.
You come from University of North Carolina. You came in the draft. Could it have worked out any better for you? I mean, you know, you obviously have a brother-in-law that lives here. You have a sister that lives here. Could it have worked out any better for you?
No. Me and my sister joked a long time ago, like last August, we wish there was a team in Houston because I knew the draft was coming up, and then it actually happened, and it was crazy.
And again, it couldn't have really, I mean, you got family here, Brian Ching, Chris Canetti. How much better can it get than that?
I know.
You came in the expansion draft. Now, be totally honest with me, because that's what you always have to do in television. Actually, disregard that, because you really don't have to be. You're from that part of the country. You were playing in Washington. You're from Virginia, and you were the last player taken in the expansion draft. Were you happy to know that you were coming to Houston, or would you have liked to stay closer to home?
It was definitely a mixed bag. It was great last season being able to play in front of my family and my friends every weekend, and it was great, you know, to live at home and, you know, be around my family and friends. But if you followed the season, you would know that we finished last. We didn't have the best go at it. So it was nice to, you know, kind of start over, start fresh, and be a part of an organization that so far is extremely impressive.
I mean, and it's a new adventure for you. You can think of it that way. This is an organization, I don't know how much you guys know about it, but I mean, you know, you come to the Dynamo games, and as a city, this is a city, it's a very international city from the standpoint, you have a lot of soccer fans here. And I mean, I would imagine you guys both have to be pretty excited about that if you see with the success that the Dynamo have had, not only on the field, but in the stands at BBVA Compass Stadium.
Yeah, definitely. I think being linked to the MLS team is going to be a huge advantage for us. And Houston has the best sports fans. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a chance, I mean, what was the first thing once you realized you were drafted in the expansion draft? Did you just hit the Google machine and try to find out as much as you could about soccer in the city?
The first thing truly that I thought about was that Beyonce is from here.
There you go. So, that's not a bad thing.
But yeah, I knew a little bit about the Dynamo. They knocked out DC United, I think, a couple of years in the MLS playoffs, so I knew that they were a strong team, a strong organization, so I was excited to be a part of it.
Now, the National Women's Soccer League, this is only the second season of it, but again, you have a year under your belt, or a season under your belt. Is it going to help a little bit coming in? I mean, it's all relative, but a veteran to a place where a lot of people are seeing their first time around, I mean, it seems like you could lend a lot of experience in that regard. Yeah,
I think so, too. I only have, you know, one season under my belt, and it was the first season, so, you know, it was a little unique in that you know, stance, but yeah, I learned a lot in that first season. There were a lot of firsts. There were a lot of things that I learned, so I'm happy to pass that on to the youngsters.
You went to Carolina. You went to Virginia. Can UVA and North Carolina people, can Tar Heels and Cavaliers coexist? Have y'all you haven't even thought about that, have you?
I don't know if it'll work.
Did you guys play against each other in college?
No. I graduated in 2011, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit before. A little bit. Wow, 2011. That was so long ago.
I know, gosh, I'm like a dinosaur.
All right, so listen, you guys started off on April 12th. You play Portland. I mean, that's going to have to be an amazing feeling, knowing that, you know, something you can't ever take away is that you were on the first team. And I mean, that's got to be important. I know you saw it last year, and it's got to be important to both you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think Portland is going to be a great opener. I know a lot of girls on the team. One of my friends that I just was with in North Carolina just got drafted to that team, and I'm excited to play my friends and Alex Morgan and Tobin and all these U.S. soccer stars. I think it'll be a good test for us. March
10th, you guys start camp. What are you doing until then? I mean, is it you working out hard, or are you pacing yourself? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of on their own in the off season. For me personally, I have a strength and conditioning trainer that I work with usually 4 times a week. And I'm lucky to have a group of players who some are NWSL players or some guys who are playing in the league below the MLS. We just get a group together and play pickup and, you know, challenge each other. So it's a pretty good training environment.
Now, does your brother-in-law have a garage apartment or something like that? Are you going to go out? You're going to venture out on your own?
Yeah, I mean,
It's really none of my business. It was kind of a joke question.
We're still figuring it all out, but they just actually bought a house, so I wouldn't mind living with them for the first year.
All right. Kika Toulouse and Kealia Ohai, thank you so much for being here.
You.
We really do appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.